Hey everybody, this is Andrew and welcome to episode 5 of the Jaguar podcast. In this episode, we're going to be doing a recap of the preseason game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. So let's jump into it. Unfortunately, Jacksonville did have another preseason loss. We lost this game to the Miami Dolphins. I'm not really losing any sleep over this loss. No real cause for concern in my opinion, but what I really enjoyed about this game was we finally got to see the first team offense and defense on the field. So we got to see quarterback Nick Foles, running back Leonard Fournette, and then the first string wide receiving core, Chris Conley and D.D. Westbrook out on the field, kind of working out the kinks. They did have a scoring drive in the first half where Nick Foles had kind of a bootleg play action play where he rolled out and then threw a touchdown pass in the back corner of the end zone to D.D. Westbrook. So that was pretty awesome. I thought Nick played fairly well. He was 6 for 10, 48 yards, 1 touchdown. He did unfortunately have 1 interception. No. But, I'd rather that happen in the preseason where you can kind of work out the kinks as opposed to the regular season where it has more of an impact. Our second string quarterback, Gardner Minshew, also had a great game. He was 17 for 27, 141 yards, no interceptions. He did have one big rushing play where he had a carry for 18 yards. That was pretty awesome. And then, for our running game, we got to see Leonard Fournette, like I said previously, 7 carries for 27 yards. He also had 2 receptions for 19 yards. And he's really looking like he's in shape. I know he had a rigorous off-season workout regimen, and he's looking a lot slimmer, a lot more in shape, and really excited to see what he can do for us in the regular season. Hope he could stay healthy. Our second string running back, Rockwell Armstead, he had 8 carries for 18 yards. Not much of an impact in this game, but we'll be interested to see how he kind of fits into the offensive scheme of John DeFilippo. Because I know he's trying to utilize running backs more in the flats, catching passes. So that'll be interesting as well. Our wide receiving core did very well. CJ Board had 4 receptions for 56 yards. Trey McBride, 3 receptions for 31 yards. D.D. Westbrook had a great game, 4 receptions for 29 yards and that touchdown catch in the first half. And then we had Terrell Pryor, who finally made an appearance in this game, which was pretty awesome to see. 3 receptions for 26 yards. Unfortunately, he had an injury from this game. He had a hamstring injury, so hoping he recovers from this, and hopefully we'll see him on week 1. I was also very impressed by our defense. Josh Allen, defensive end Josh Allen, had a great game. He was just a monster. Three big tackles. I believe a few of them were for a loss. And I think he's going to be a breakout player for the Jaguars in the regular season. Be really excited to see him alongside, Ngakoue and Calais Campbell. And I think will really help with the outside pass rush and be a big playmaker. Dayton Jones, our second string defensive end, he had 4 tackles and was definitely a presence in this game. And then second string defensive end Dwayne Smoot, he had 1 sack as well. So that was pretty awesome. What I wasn't impressed with was the play of Taven Bryan, our defensive tackle. Didn't have much of an impact in this game, only 1 tackle. He did have a penalty, a roughing the passer penalty where he hit Fitzpatrick after he threw the ball. Was not impressed by that. Idiot. And, I think he definitely could see some improvement, and hopefully, he could play a little bit better in the next preseason game against the Falcons. I also was not impressed by the special teams play of the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's a couple of punt returns by Keelan Cole where, he definitely should have called fair catch. Idiot. I don't know what he was thinking. He got absolutely crushed. And I'm surprised he didn't fumble the ball, but him and DJ Chark also got crushed on a punt return. And luckily his knee was down, he fumbled the ball, and it actually, wasn't ruled a fumble, but he ended up getting a concussion from that play. So hopefully he recovers, and hope he's okay. No one likes to see that happen to anybody, but hopefully we'll see him back in week 1. But, let me know how you feel about this game. Leave a comment on the video of the podcast episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll see you next time.